So what do we need to know about this new chief of staff?
Yeah, this is a guy that's really part of that revolving door system in Washington, D.C. He's been a bureaucrat. He's been a Democrat mega bundler. He's been on the board of Facebook. And now he's involved in the COVID response, and he was involved in the COVID response prior. So he's one of those guys that knows everybody in Washington, D.C. He runs a few businesses there. He's kind of part of this like institutional, blatantly corrupt class that the Democrats seem to love.
Now, he's super rich. So I know there's some people on the left. I read an article from Slate being critical that Biden would put someone in there like this, like hedge fundy kind of super rich fat cat guy. Is there anything to that? Or you mentioned corrupt. Would you go that far?
Yeah, well, I think that he's worked the levers of our political society to his advantage. And this is not a man who's like particularly ideological. He just knows how things work in Washington, D.C. There's a lot of Republican types like this too. But unfortunately, they kind of all gravitate towards this uniparty system. It's not like Zients is going to offer any type of real solutions. He's just kind of like empowering the bureaucracy, repeating the talking points. He had the infamous talking points about the winter of death and destruction for the unvaccinated. So he's just like kind of like more, whatever he says is just like kind of interchangeable depending on who the boss is at the time. And as you said, he's also a very independently wealthy man. So I think that some of these, if you live in Washington, D.C., you encounter a lot of these people that are just very much attracted to power and being in a position of power to tell people what to do. And I think that I could really emphasize a guy like Jeffrey Zients is that guy.
The single most important job in Washington, D.C., it's not even the president. It's the chief of staff to the president. And it's such a shame that this only got like a quick little note in the news. No. This deserves a full understanding of the role of the job, the importance of the job, and then who's the person who has the job. So Ron Klain, he's gone. We'll talk a little bit about who he was to set up the context for who the new guy is. Who's Jeff Zients? What's this cat all about? I'll tell you, he's the one who came up with the expression, the winter of death. Do you remember that? That's him. What else do we know about this guy? We'll give you all you need to know on thefirsttv.com/support.